our team, our community. This is Condors Town, and this is another Energy Condors connection. Now, here's Erik Fox and Ryan Holt.
Gloomy Tuesday, but not gloomy outside because it is winning time here in Condor Town. What's up? My name is Erik Fox from Energy 95.3, other side of the split screen. My brother from another mother, that is the one and only Ryan Holt from the Bakersfield Condors. How you doing this morning, my friend?
I'm great. Oilers and Condors both winning, so it's fun times to be in the organization.
You know, it's a lot better than when we started the season where we're like, it's a lot better feel today.
Oh, for sure. No, I mean, you look at the Oilers and the Condors over the last couple months here. It's been a fun ride. So hopefully we keep it going in the second half of the year.
Let's go and jump into it like we always do. We always talk about the parent organization first. Your Edmonton Oilers and All-Star break happened this weekend. I'm going to be blunt. I missed the whole game. I did see the mascot one. I saw the mascots. That was the part I did catch. And the East beat the West pretty bad. And Wild Wing for the Anaheim Ducks, pretty much what the Ducks are doing in the regular season. But we'll
it's like whose line is anyways. The points are made up and they don't matter anymore.
Let's talk about, we're coming out of the All-Star break, and the important part is the Condors the Oilers, pretty good place to be right now where they have that winning streak. And, where we're heading towards the tail end of the season, how's that looking and what's the prep for the rest of the year?
Yeah. They, much like the Condors, have a busy stretch here in the second half. I think they play basically every other day the rest of the year, much like we do here starting on Friday. So, for them, they're used to it. The NHL schedule, they play every other day anyways. But for them, it's, to win 16 straight games, not many teams have done that. In fact, just one other team has done that, and that's Pittsburgh Penguins in 92-93. So you look all time for NHL or AHL win streaks. You got the Norfolk Admirals, who won 28 straight in 2011. You got the Condors, who won 17 straight in 2018-19. You got the Philadelphia Phantoms, who won 17 straight, and you got the Penguins. So, for the Oilers and the Condors to have two of the five longest winning streaks all time in this game, it's pretty cool. And hopefully they get it done tonight, and they'll go for 18 on Friday.
Let's talk about the game tonight because they are in Vegas, in which they're above them by 5 points, but Edmonton does have 5 games in hand. How important is the game tonight?
Yeah, it's big. I think when you come out of the break, you want to, kind of be playing your best hockey and kind of get back into it. I think coming out of the break, just from what I've heard, and I like being on the road a little bit because it kind of takes away a little bit of a distraction. When you're at home, you kind of think you can take a little bit longer of a break, and you might not come out as well. So, and then let's face it, I mean, it's Super Bowl week in Vegas, so there's a lot going on right now that has nothing to do with this game tonight. So it should be a lot of fun, though. The Oilers are playing as good as anybody in the league, and Vegas, Aiden Hill's back. He's back healthy, and he's playing very well. But Vegas slipped up a little bit, and now the Oilers have put themselves back in the mix, and we'll see what happens.
The importance of the little break is not necessarily for the game, the All-Star game, but it's for getting some more healing going on. What are you seeing with the injury situation with Edmonton?
Well, they got Dylan Holloway back right before, kind of the break, and he was able to get back in the lineup and played well. And then they obviously signed Corey Perry, so those are two big additions, and I hate using the expression that, you're adding players like that because they're like an acquisition at the deadline, but in essence they are, because, you're looking to, fine tune your team and add to your team. And if you don't have Holloway for 3 months, he's a guy who you were expecting to be in your top 9 this year. So, that's an addition. You don't have to go out and find a Dylan Holloway. You already have him in your lineup. So we'll see what happens the rest of the way. But yeah, they're pretty healthy up top. I think there's a couple of illness type things, but other than that, they're pretty healthy right now. And as a result, we're pretty healthy, and as a result, we're both winning.
Let's go and talk about, of course, every time an injury happens, it affects the local team. So that's my transition I'm going to use as we talk about the Bakersfield Condors. Last weekend, you were in Austin, Texas, the Lone Star State, and a couple of games against the Texas Stars. And I like the fact in which we got 2 Ws out of it.
Yeah, that's a tough trip. I think we were coming off a a game we felt like we slipped away. Tucson came in Wednesday, and we had a 2-1 lead with 8 minutes left. That's a game we put in our back pocket almost every time. And give Tucson credit; they've had a terrific run here where it feels like they just win every tight game imaginable, and they got our number on Wednesday night. We had a fly on Thursday morning, got in late Thursday to Austin, and give credit to the guys. They fell behind 3 times on Friday and rallied all 3 times, and then fell behind on Saturday, and we're still able to get the win. Jack Campbell was great on Saturday. Ollie Rodriguez was great on Friday. He did face a lot of shots early on, which I think a rhythm, and then in the third period he made 14 saves, which was great to see. The offense has come to life here over the last couple of weeks, and this team's playing well. It's a top 3 team in the division right now. I don't care what the standings say.
Right.
It's just based off, the fact that we haven't played as many games as everybody else. And, we're going to, really make a push here in February. The schedule shapes up nicely for us, and we'll see what happens here down the stretch. But I think the biggest storyline the rest of the way is just the amount of games we're going to have to play in a compact window. I think it's, 34 games left, and I think we play in 68 days. I think it's pretty crazy. So we're more than capable for it, though. We've got some serious depth, and it's been fun to watch this team all year long, but especially of late. The way this team has played.
Just like we did injury update in the All-Star break for the Oilers, how's our injury update looking for the Condors right now?
Yeah, knock on wood, we're pretty healthy. And I think that's one of the things we talked about this before is when, especially in the American League, right? Like you're not going to have your A lineup all year long. Some
right.
teams never have their A lineup, right? I mean, that's just the way, this league works. We're fortunate right now. We have our A lineup. It's as good as we're going to get it, and they're all healthy. And when you have those type of lineups, when you have that type of depth, you want to be winning hockey games. And fortunately we are. We have points in 17 out of our last 20. And I think we've shown that even with the B lineup or the B- lineup, we found ways to win those games too. We have a ton of great defensemen that, we've gone 10 deep on the defensive front already this year. We've already played 43 players this year. That's pretty good. And to be where we are right now, and, we're coming out of it with, a tricky back-to-back with San Jose, but, that's one that we should be focused. They beat us last time, so we should be focused on these 2 games against the Barracuda, and then we'll go from there. But it's a good stretch of games right here. We got 3 against San Jose, 2 against Colorado. This is a good stretch. It's a stretch right now that we can make some hay, and let's face it, we're playing games that other teams aren't. We've had 5 games in hand on just about everybody else in the division. So every time we win, we gain 4 points on everybody. So it's a good problem to have. We're going to have a busy March, busy-ish February. And, but I think the way this team's playing, the confidence this team's playing with, I really do. I like our chances to, make some noise and potentially win this division here in the regular season.
I'm thinking you have a camera somewhere in my office because literally you took all my posted notes that I had to talk about.
That's what I do.
Let's talk about the weekend ahead because it is a ping pong match with San Jose. Like you mentioned last time, we kind of it's one of those things where like you just assume you're going to get a W just because San Jose. I mean, no offense to any Barracuda fans, but they're not doing well this year. So you expect kind of a W, and when you get an L out of it, you need to shake that off, and you get it able to shake it off this weekend.
Yeah, you're right. You get up 2-0 after 1 on a Wednesday night in San Jose, and you start thinking, okay, it's point night. Let's go pad some stats here. And I think that's what happened. Honestly, I think that's what happened. We took our foot off the gas pedal a little bit. San Jose is offensive enough to cause problems. They are. They have enough offensively to cause problems. So, we don't want to get in a race match with them. And their goaltending is poor. Defensively, they're very poor. But offensively, they have enough firepower to beat you. And at the end of the day, if you're chasing a game, they're going to be able to put something away. So I think I would expect a focused Condors team Friday night at home. Put it in the back pocket and then go take care of business on Saturday and then get off to Denver here on Sunday. So, it's a tricky little, back to back. We'll play San Jose one more time next weekend. Then we get San Diego a couple times here down the stretch. We finally get them. They're playing better hockey, but they're not good. So this is shaping up in the Condors' favor here. We knew it would. We knew it would. And, it just had to come. And sure enough, it's here. And I think this team is primed for a good little run here.
I will point out, just as a side note, behind Ryan Holt's right shoulder, you can see what he listens to or watches in his office during his daytime. So,
yeah. Where is he? We'll get him, Brendan. Hey. Come here. Hurry up. Say hi. Yep. Brendan's here helping out.
Brendan, how you doing? You ready for some hockey this weekend?
You coffee? You ready for some hockey? You ready for hockey? Yeah. You excited? What team we're gonna root for? The red team? No, not the red team. The blue team. Yeah. So
at the big game, because we can't call it the other thing. They're both red teams, so at least you got
both red
guaranteed win.
Yeah. What do you need? No, I don't need you to hear me on that. Thank you.
Let's go talk about Friday. We got Animal Appreciation Night.
Oh, it's Energy Night too. It's great.
It is Energy Night. It's Animal Appreciation Night too, because we got Kern County Animal Services out there, which is another partner of Energy 95.3. But we're also talking about the San Jose game and wanting to bounce back. What is the prep like? Because you got the L last time, so I know this team's are really fired up to not let that happen again.
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround too, right? We had the All-Star break. The guys are off until Thursday afternoon, so we don't practice until Thursday at 3:00. So that's everybody though, right? I mean, San Jose will practice in the morning and then bus here on Thursday. So everybody's kind of on an even playing field that way. I actually, and I mentioned in the NHL, I like being on the road coming out of the break. I like being at home coming out of the break, for the Condors, just because you get that. You don't have to travel back home or travel to some road city out of the break. It's actually, a little bit easier. So, but yeah, $2 beers on Friday night. We got our friends at Raising Cane's with the pet bandana giveaways, and we've got the Kern County Animal Services with the pets available for adoption. So you can take home an animal from the game. I mean, what's better than that?
Yeah.
You come to a game, grab
a dog in the seat with you,
take home a dog, it's great. So Friday night, that should be a lot of fun. And hopefully another big win at home.
And then 3 games on the road, 1 in San Jose and then 2 in Colorado. How important it is for those W's and those points from Colorado.
Oh yeah. Saturday's a 6:00 start in San Jose. So we'll take on the Barracuda on AHL TV, and then we're flying Super Bowl Sunday, first time ever. But we should be into Denver by the time the game starts on Sunday. So we'll watch it as a team on Sunday. We'll practice on Monday, and then get ready for 2 in Colorado. It's good to get there a day early, just with the altitude, and just kind of get acclimated a little bit. And, let's face it, it's easier on the guys to not have to bus down to Bakersfield, bus to LA, fly to Denver, just stay in San Jose, fly to Denver from there, and make it easy on ourselves. So that's a credit to our hockey operations staff and our travel staff to kind of make that call. Yes, we are flying Super Bowl Sunday, but we'll be there in time for the game. So we'll still enjoy it. And let's face it, who wants to watch those 2 teams anyways? But it is football, and it is fun.
Wow, some shade. I'm guessing you're a Patriots fan, knowing you're from the Boston area.
This is true. Football hasn't been going well for me lately.
People want to check out the game on Friday night and maybe bring a puppy home with them. What they need to do?
Yeah, BakersfieldCondors.com. The fun starts at $15, and it should be a lot of fun. $2 Bud Lights, $2 McUltras. You want to go in the way? Okay. Yeah. And then Saturdays on AHL TV, we'll get it going at 6:00. Friday night's a 7:00 start as we get back from the All-Star break.
Got it. And of course, San Jose and Colorado.
Brendan will be there too. Will you come to the hockey game? Okay. Yeah.
And I'll be there.
Oh, and Eric's going to be there too.
I'll be there.
You say hi to Erik?
Maybe I'll have him hit the button with me.
Oh, you want to hit the horn? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. So that's all going Friday night, Saturday, and Tuesday and Wednesday in Colorado. What do people need to do to check those games out?
AHL TV. Yeah, Saturday's a 6:00 start, and then we're in Colorado Tuesday, Wednesday.
Both 6:00 starts as well.
Starts too. Yeah, 7 local, 6 Pacific. So We got the Oilers tonight. We get the Oilers later on this weekend. It's a fun time to be in the organization.
Right on. And Ryan doesn't care about the big game this weekend, so we know that as well.
I'll still watch. I'll
Okay.
still watch. I have monetary interest in the game.
And then Friday night, it is Energy Night with your Bakersfield Condors, as it is Animal Appreciation Night with our team over at Kern County Animal Services. And like Ryan said, like, hey, get a puppy. Bring the puppy to the seat. You know,
bring the puppy home. It'd be great.
Well, go root the team on with a puppy in your lap. You know, that's also a good time.
Perfect.
Once again, Ryan Holt for the Bakersfield Condors, along with special guest. His son is joining us today. My name is Erik Fox. I'm Energy 95.3. We will see you Friday night at the Bakersfield Condors game at the Mechanics Bank Arena, Condors Town. BakersfieldCondors.com is where you get your tickets. It's going to be a great time. I want to see you all out there. And, of course, next week, Ryan, we'll catch up again and be all ready for talking about some W's from San Jose.
Yeah, we will be. Let's do it.
All right. This, once again, is your weekly Energy 95.3 Bakersfield Condors Connection. We'll catch you next week right here on where you're watching us right